These hard drives aren't going to fill themselves, eh? Greetings and welcome to Dydrick and Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles Season 2, Episode 24. I'm your DM and host, Marty, joined by the full Ontario crew. Let me make their mics toasty and warm like flapjacks and no eggs at breakfast. All right. We were talking about how gross eggs were, and Adam was in vehement disagreement with that.
This was a phase.
This was a phase, yeah.
I am not impressed.
Eggs are a food that you must destroy the taste of with other spices and foods.
That, or you accentuate the taste with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And a couple pieces of toast. And look at that. You got a nice, clean 6 eggs, couple pieces of toast breakfast.
6 eggs, huh?
Or what I call a vomitorium meal.
Although I must admit that on days where it's like, I don't want eggs today, it's protein pancakes with yogurt mixed with some protein powder as like, it's a little bit more carbs.
Dude,
but
you're gonna
little bit
shit a
less fat,
steak.
but it's good nutrition. Eggs are gross. I think you... I don't understand. I get it.
They're gross.
But it's like... There's other things where I'm like, I understand why you think it's gross. This is one where I don't get it. Because there's an egg for everybody.
No,
there's
not.
dry-ass, hard-boiled, turned to ash eggs.
You mean the ones that smell like ass? Okay, sure.
There's
not
fried
for me.
eggs where you fry the shit out of it, or there's fried eggs where they're soft in the middle, or there's eggs over easy, they're side up, there's scrambled, there's omelets.
No, I still
egg
eat
drop
eggs,
soup.
but I realize that I seem to be destroying the taste of the egg in order to eat it.
Wait, it's a binder.
Yeah.
What is it? It's the putty that holds the cheese and ham together. Fine, it's still it's important.
Hey, Fox.
Fox? Mark, what's going on with you, man?
Not much. Today's my first day off. I had, since we played last. So.
Yep.
That's a hell of a string of work days.
Yeah, every month I get a long string of work days, and then later I get a long string of days off. So. Meh.
So you're well rested and ready to play.
Yeah, I woke up at 3 today, so.
Oh, okay.
Good.
All right. You playing any video games, Mark? Any media?
I am still trotting along through all the Hitman stuff, just misbehaving, basically. Like, how poorly can a human being act in a virtual world? Let's find out. Okay.
They're NPCs. Look at what I did.
Look, I opened an electrical wire, then poured some water there, then lured somebody through the water, so they were electrocuted. Ha! Yeah, I'm not proud of myself. That's what I do.
Does your wife see you play video games? I know she watches you play video games sometimes.
And to be honest, she prefers that sort of thing because some of it's kind of funny, like when I throw hammers at people and yell, "I am Thor." Yeah. But like she finds it less disturbing than like Call of Duty or something because it's realistic.
Okay. Ahmed, what's new with you, bub?
So I was about to tell these guys a story. We're just chatting about Procam, and so doctors have these, the little robots, right? And my brother's a doctor, and he when the robots first came out, he was he was starting early on them, and when they brought him in the hospital and he was training on them, everyone gets a turn, right? They go in, they're like screwing around or whatever, and you can't do anything right. My brother gets on, and he's acing it. Like he's just like he's stitching, he's doing this, he's cutting, he's doing everything right. And they're like, where have you trained these like they're He's like, I just play the PlayStation. I don't. I'm a PlayStation guy. That explains that. So
that guy failing over there.
They're tiny cameras, and that's all. That was So That's the story.
So you're saying
Xbox.
Xbox, PlayStation, these are not useless skills, guys.
So I have to say that I've seen that in the research space a couple of times. One, it was working on the Canadarm simulator.
You get a gamer.
You get a gamer. You get somebody who's
gamer.
familiar with video games in general, like just 3D shooters, and controlling the arm is a hell of a lot easier for them because they understand like how to perceive 3 space through a 2D space. The same thing for I did a what was it, like a test run through the night vision goggle simulator room that they had over by the airport there in Ottawa. And it was like, how does having only like a 2D screen displaying a 3D room affect your ability to perceive the room? And it very meant like, do you play first-person shooters? Yes. Then night vision goggles don't bother you. You know exactly where everything is. It's fine. If you don't do that sort of thing, you have no idea where everything is. Like, you don't know how to map the room.
The other difficult thing about it is that it's actually what you're seeing is about a couple of inches in front of your face.
Yeah.
So where your head is, so when you turn your head, the rate of
wrong.
the perspective's completely different. So it screws around with a lot of people.
Yeah. A bunch of people get motion sick and throw themselves. It's fun.
It's great.
okay. Aside from that, you're doing okay, Ahmed?
Down to 6 kilos now.
Nice.
Yeah,
You
I felt
only
feeling it's
weigh
gonna.
6 kilos? That's
I
amazing.
went. Now I'm at 87 kilos.
See, I work in pounds for weight and
I used to as well.
I
I used to as well, but
He's
we
under
have
200.
okay.
we have one scale, one electronic
He's like
scale. And
195 right now.
my wife is strict on the kilogram. I'm like, all right, so I switch over. I don't know what that is. I used to be 210 pounds. I have no idea how much kilograms that is. but it was a 92 or 93. Now I'm at 86 or 87, something like that. So
Have you thought about just switching it to pounds? Like, does it show if it's pounds or kilograms on the
yeah,
scale?
I had a 20-minute conversation right afterwards. So I'm sticking with kilograms.
You were 94 and a half pounds, or 94 and a half kilos when you were 210.
Well, now I'm at 87.2 or some shit.
Good work. You did a good job. You did good.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I was worried it's gonna come back real quick. All in the ass. Oh.
Just in one spot. It's my fat arm. Oh, funny. I don't think that's how the body's supposed to work, sir.
Well, I don't know. You say that, but I seem to have willed all of my excess body fat right to my guts. So.
That's where mine is. So no, I think that's just being a male, Mark. Adam, what's going on with you?
Tomorrow, we are. I'm taking a day off because Anyways, I'm taking a day off. We're going to Toronto to buy a birthday cake for the dog because of reasons and
Fucking first world problems.
exactly. Yep, 100%. And it's like, okay, how far are you going? I'm driving too far to buy a handmade birthday cake.
Wow.
Just let it have 10 minutes with the garbage. Like, there you go. Have fun. Here.
Oh, I made I made ribs on Tuesday, and they came out as like glory be to the homemade ribs.
So the cake isn't for the dog now. Like
No, it is a dog cake.
no, I get it, but
Fucking Toronto.
No, it's not for. It's for my wife.
yes.
It is the custom cake for my wife's Instagram or whatever. You know, for whatever
Oh, for fuck's sake.
for whatever social media app she's using. Is really what it's for.
You're gonna show the dog the cake, and it's gonna be like, so I can't have the ribs in the garbage?
Oh, no. The dog
They've
is
been there
smarter
for
than
3
that.
days.
The dog
It's tastier now.
is going to go for the cake and then go for the ribs. They're smarter. They know.
Yeah.
Actually, so the shepherd won't do that. The shepherd does dumpster dive. The shepherd will sit beside the leftovers and like
And whine.
You need to give it to me. The other one will wait till you're asleep and then just go tear ass through the whatever. One of them is a companion. The other one is a being that
He's a
shares
rogue.
space with. It's a paladin and a rogue. Yeah,
That's what you got.
I could probably handle the paladin as a dog, but a rogue as a dog, that wouldn't last long in Marty House. Like,
What would cats be?
No, cats are just little.
I think they're NPCs.
They're like little beguilers. they're like they like you, but will eat out of your enemy's hand because reasons.
Because they have something.
Yeah, exactly.
So my neighbor that we swapped over for the nice family, the really big family that now lives beside me. She there's an older Polish lady. She had a cat. The cat used to make me crazy because it would sit on my deck, and the dogs would bark at it, and then it would sit there and it would go up to the door and be like, "Screw you." And I'd be like, "Get out of there, cat!" And the cat would be like, "Screw
open
you."
the door.
And I'm like, "I'm opening the door now," and the cat would be like, "Screw you." So then I go, "Fine." I open the door, and then you watch the cat's body leave, and its head stays like it jumps.
Bye, bitch.
As it runs away. But what this cat was doing that I didn't know was it was protecting our dryer vent from the birds who would make a nest in the dryer vent.
Oh.
So it was like the cat was doing a job. And then when the new family moved in, the first year, we both got bird nests in our dryer vents. Like, before you do it, you wake up and it's like, what the fuck? And then you hear, chirping in your wall, and it's like, oh, damn it.
Fuck.
Now I can't just close it. There's little baby birds in there. I'm not going to be responsible for the death of little baby birds. I will eat the shit out of the eggs, but the baby birds...
You said you like eggs, right?
It's too late, they're chirping. Before they chirp, you can eat them. But now that they're chirping...
They're well-developed eggs.
So this year I was able to, through the power of duct tape, protect my vent from the birds. But it was a war because the birds would come and they pull the duct tape off, and they put the new piece of duct tape on, and
oh really? They were that aggressive with it?
Oh, they're real intense and real set on the whole make a nest in that.
I can see Marty going, "Can we end this conversation now? I don't give a fuck."
Yeah, and then I put some seed all over my lawn, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
So you're like giving
there's
them a warm
taxes.
spot.
Let me
to
tell
live.
you about my annuals that should be coming in any
Oh,
time
okay.
now.
All right. Yeah. This is borderline garden talk. You are correct. What happened?
sweating and shit.
I do have to do some maintenance on the shed, and I do have a dodgy step on my deck right now. Now, the dodgy step on my deck is worse because now I train log near there, so that every once in a while I walk with a couple
Train
hundred
log
pounds in my
does not
hand.
mean taking a dump in the lawn. It means carrying a heavy log
It means
as
taking-
weight exercises.
It takes picking a log off the ground and putting it over your head.
Okay. All right. Let's do a recap. What happened last game? It's called Deathbed.
Both disturb your name.
We
Go
didn't
ahead.
die, but we almost died. But we could have died.
Sunny
Oh, it
returns.
was close.
Sunny returns from fetching Dwerak as the Steel Rose Expeditionary League gathers in the tap room of the Half-Axe Inn. They discuss a wide range of topics, including planar wars, the recent teleportation mishap, Slake's vengeance, and the castle in the swamp. That evening, their slumber is interrupted by shadowy assassins, agents of the Darkstalker Modra. And we left off that battle with the party knocking Modra out. And the fight has concluded.
Okay. Oh yeah, we lost. Some of us lost some strength, and yeah, it was not.
I have 2 strength.
There is a
Or 1 strength.
There is,
1 strength.
there is a blazing daylight spell coming off of Sunny's staff that is keeping many of the darkness spells at bay and was helping in this battle immensely.
Yes.
Modra was had basically tossed this room that you're in, which is kind of part library, part dining hall, and you get the sense, Barnabas, that he was looking for the key. In fact, he actually said a few times, "Where is it?"
Where's the key?
Yeah.
If you're surprised, then you weren't paying attention.
The key that I'm making reference to is the strange rod-like device that you plucked off of the shadowy sorceress that was traveling with General Tusk, whom you turned into an armadillo and gave to
The owner of the
owner of
the soup kitchen of the
soup
yeah, that's the place. Yep.
Okay.
Does this place have a cellar or something?
We
Yeah.
can use slingshot.
Yeah, there's a bunch of barrels in there. I don't think it's got roots.
They were walking through the plains, so we probably want to take out all the things that could create a shadow, and then we can put my staff in there, and then we can have a talk with them, and they won't be able to slip away, hopefully.
Oh, but you mean they as in him? He's the only one, I think. He kicks the guy right next to him. Yeah, he's dead.
Yes, by they I mean him.
But by kick it, I don't mean he kills him. It means just like taps him like is his head like rolling? No, it's too loose.
The shadow.
No, he's dead.
The shadow ghost reached right inside me. I feel all weak.
Yeah, they do that. They're fucking awful creatures.
Would you like some spells to cure your weakness?
Actually, I think he's fine on his own. He's more powerful than magic. Aren't you, Slake?
I just gotta shut down for a while. I'll go and take a nap later.
I'll watch you.
Slake.
How long do you shut down for?
He shuts down for 1 hour per ability damage.
Oh, you
That's
get a full night's
awesome.
rest.
It's actually not from his any of his construct related classes. It's from
That's
Forsaker.
Forsaker.
Yeah. Oh, I'll just shut down. I should be better. I want to get some rest.
Anyone is thinking of throwing a peen on him, that would be the time.
You're not Dee Dee. You might think that you're fancy with all of your braids. But Dee Dee, you ain't.
I don't understand why you didn't fashion yourself a proper beard back into your, body. It's all pliable. You could have done it.
You know, there might be enough room to put a beard on. He wiggles his head in his armor.
Yeah, actually.
Always room for beard.
Oh, that's so cool.
Could we please tie up our guest to a chair or something?
No chairs. He was stepping through the shadows, which means we need to put him someplace where there's no shadows.
Yeah, we need to put him somewhere bright. Agony looks to Sunny.
A small room with no features and 2 light spells.
What about one of those trick spells?
That would work as well. Barnabus, do you have a rope trick prepared?
No, never have.
Are you sure?
Chaga could do rope tricks. Oh no. Agony's never met Chaga. Never mind. Barnabas knows that Chaga could.
How do you know
Yeah,
that?
Barnabas knows Chaga was the rope trick guy.
Yeah.
Let's see if I have a rope trick.
I could prepare a
I've got
rope trick and then pass if that's what we need.
I've got a rope trick.
There we go. Stick him up.
Yeah, Thorgrim's dragging himself. He's got 3 strength.
You look a little
He
worse for wear
sits-
there, mate.
Yeah, he sits down. Yeah, sorry. They got me good in the bed.
Amadeus chuckles childishly.
I
That's
got
pretty
you fucking
funny.
good in the bed. Look at me, I've got my own bed. Look how big it is. Too good for a cot.
Thorgrim just goes. It's like it's too fucking tired. It's a miracle he walked over, actually.
So Brenos is going to drag this dude out to this room, and we'll start casting Lesser Restorations.
Yeah, there's nothing left of this guy's body. Remember, he immolated
He
into
foofs.
into a white light, and his gear left behind. So when you kicked
this
his
dude
head,
is still...
that dude is still physically there. And I rolled a bunch, and he managed to stabilize on his own. Yeah.
Amadeus picks him up. Do we still need this one?
Possibly.
Wouldn't hurt. I say keep him around. Just it's better to have and not need than need not have. Yes.
Mm.
All right. So what are you doing with your 2 captives?
I think we'll bind them.
They are wearing armor and have weapons and.
Well, we'll strip them and bind them.
Okay. When you take a look later, I've combined all the assassin gear, but and it's in the treasure sheet.
Okay.
Cog's gonna sit next to them and ready in action to non-lethal strike whoever wakes up first.
So Barnabus, Thogrim, and Mistra all have strength damage. Brenos is going to put 3 lesser restorations on Thogrim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cog has some good potions for this.
You get 7 strength back, Thogrim.
Oh, you man! Thank you, lad. It's close back there. Not closer than I'd like to.
Like I said, next time, my room.
Yeah, seriously.
You can set your cannon up by the door if you want. Then we'll use 1 on Barn. Actually, Sonny will do 1 on Barnabas. Brenos will do 2 on himself.
Okay.
So Brenos has 1 strength damage left. Sonny hits Barnabas. Barnabas is cured, and Mistra is cured. So Brenos has 1. Thogrim has 2. And
All right.
Slate
Who is stripping the gear off of the opponents?
Sonny is interested. Sonny was just casting spells. So Sonny is not interested in 6 rounds he was casting.
Do we have other people that still have damage?
Agony was over there because he's greedy.
Aemon's got 25 damage. Oh, Barnabas can take care of that though.
All right. Aemon was stripping off their weapons, and
Okay.
Cog was standing near just in case they woke up. Was that what you were saying?
Yeah, he's readying actions to stunning non-lethal fist whoever wakes up. Cog has a whole bunch of restorations.
Well,
You're gonna have to spit back into the bottle, drink this first, and spit this one back, and we can keep doing that for a while. He's got 4 restorations if anyone needs them.
Well, Thogrim's in.
already taken care of.
All right.
Thogrim's got 2, and Brenos has 1. But
Well, Brenos needs it more than Thogrim does, honestly. Well, you'll get it back tonight after you rest.
you get it exactly.
Well, here, just drink these. He gives you.
Barnabas will take one.
Go.
You have to drink a potion, then
Barnabas already got
drink
healed
and
by
spit.
Sonny.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so who's drinking?
Looks like Thogrim and Brenos are the only 2 that are.
Okay, so you get it's a restoration. So.
It's a full restoration?
Yep. This is happening through alchemical allocation.
Okay, so subtract 100 gold pieces of diamond dust.
Now hold on. Yeah, what does it say about this?
Okay, so while you're looking at that, sounds like Cog is a bit distracted. However,
I'll pull it out of our spell components. How much was it, Marty? 100?
100 gold pieces, because I think he's
Alright,
casting it once and
Yeah.
using an item to.
Okay, I took it out of our spell components.
Okay, Cog, even though you were doling out potions, you rolled really well on your perception check. You notice as you're pulling off Modra's armor, which is really beautiful dark leaf armor, likely magical. It's really slippery too. For some reason, like your fingers slip off of the armor when you try to grab it. It's +3 slick dark leaf leather armor. Yeah,
That's some good armor.
Modra's got some gear, and it's all mixed in with the others that I've pasted there. I didn't mean to paste it twice. You don't have twice the gear. You suck, Marty.
Worst DM ever. So selfish. With your imaginary items.
Right. Cog, you notice that Modra has some very, very, you want to call it spell tattooing, all over his chest. He is sort of like gray-skinned in color, and like his race is sort of gray-skinned, and the tattooing, you almost missed it because it blends in really well.
He's got some tattoos on his chest. Hey, Barnabus, do you think we can... I'm not sure, but I think there's a way to get these. I think they're moved, perhaps.
Spellcraft for the transfer spell.
Yeah, so right now there's a pile of stuff beside him. You probably want to isolate him from all the magic and people if you're going to start spellcrafting him. Like using detect magic.
Yeah, move him to the side or whatever.
Okay, you lie him on the divan, which rankles Aemon a little bit because that's where he was sleeping, but whatever. You detect magic. All right. The magic at first is hard to see. Give me a spellcraft check.
Sure.
Are you identifying the tattoo, or are you just trying to see what you see? Okay.
Well, we'll identify the tattoo. Would comprehend languages help with this?
No. An identify spell would.
Yeah, he's got enough. Barnabus, that is. It's a 43.
Is that with the identifier or not?
That is with the identify.
Okay. Barnabus realizes that there are 2 tattoos on Modra. One is on his chest, and there's another one that has some very powerful enchantment on the roof of his mouth.
Huh. That one would have been easy to miss. What the hell is the one on the roof of his mouth?
So the 43 is for his chest. This tattoo is bound with Modra's soul. Divine magic created the tattoo. Like a divine necromancy shadow magic created the tattoo. And it likely does something to Modra's soul upon his death.
Okay. Alrighty. Does the other guy have this similar tattoo or no?
Yeah, so then Barnabas like move out of the way and pushes the greedy guys who are looking at the equipment out of the way, and you go and check on this guy. No, he doesn't have either of the tattoos. He doesn't have the tattoo in the mouth, and he doesn't have the tattoo on his chest.
Okay. Necromancy, that tattoo? Or?
Yeah, that tattoo was necromancy. You're pretty sure that the spell create undead is woven into the necromancy and bound to his soul.
Okay. Mark, we've seen this in another campaign, so now Barnabas has got a good idea. All right. I believe we saw that in Dverak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Barnabas also thinks that removing the tattoo will also trigger it. Like you think like it's possible, but if you do a bad job at removing it, you might just kill him anyways, and he rises as some undead.
All right, so some undead. So no killing him, because if you kill him, he comes back as a terrible sort of undead. These not two were ready.
Right. What do you mean it comes back as some sort of terrible undead?
Well, like those shadows were pretty fucking terrible. He will come back as possibly something like that, maybe better. And by better, I mean more deadly.
Brenos is gonna try to detect evil on the tattoo in the mouth.
Okay, so you're kind of digging.
Barnabas steps back from the detect evil.
You're kind of aiming it at his head, so You are picking up an evil aura when you point your detect evil at his head.
Right. Wow. How many evil auras? I continue to think about it. Number of creatures, objects, or spells?
There are 2 evil auras.
Hmm.
And you're pretty sure you're just picking it up off of him. Like, the tattoo's likely involved.
Yep. They're not gonna kick. They don't stun me, right? It's not like.
Well, Modra's aura is moderate.
Okay, so that doesn't stun me.
And then...
Aligned spell?
Yeah.
Cast this?
And then it's the caster level. Give me a second.
If Bredos just poops himself and falls over, and then we notice something happening. Actually, I'm not a good alignment, so I can't be stunned.
Is also moderate.
Okay.
There's nothing indicating that the tattoo on the roof of his mouth, you really have to look in there, is glowing or detecting as evil.
I'm gonna hit him with the chaos and the law as well, just to understand his
Okay.
position.
Modra is also registering as not lawful. There is only 1 aura of chaos, and it is moderate.
If I could just see the world better. They'll probably be in shadow, if I'm being perfectly honest.
If themes tend, yeah, sure.
So Barnabas, you come back over. You think you understand the tattoo. The tattoo has some religious iconography mixed into it.
Okay. Knowledge religion.
Yep.
And we will take... We'll take 10 on the knowledge religion with aid from Polly. Nine. Oh, and possibly aid from Aemon, who Barnabas is now tutoring in the knowledge of knowledge things.
The knowledge of knowing everything. Got it.
Yeah.
The knowledge of knowing.
And he aids, giving him another +5, so 41. 51 plus 2.
Bredos, so you watch Aemon like stumble his way through the answer, pointing at things and looking back at Barnabas, and Barnabas is teaching him. What's the total, Mark?
54.
This is the work of a priest or a priestess, a cleric, we'll say, of the Dragon in Elf Shadow. Also known as the Mother of Shadows, and then you're pretty sure there's also a draconic name translation that is Dracea Umbra Vilda.
Okay.
You know this, and it's starting to click. Like you've now made 2 discoveries. Give me a knowledge, like an untrained knowledge check.
Okay. Untrained. 621. Can't get aid. I will take 20. Can I take 20 on my untrained knowledge check?
Yes.
Of course I can. So 41.
Okay, you know the Imperium is at war across multiple worlds with the Church of Dracea Umbra Vilda.
Okay.
And you know that war is basically men fighting shadows.
No!
That's a bad time.
Oh, it's not good news.
Not good news.
You don't think every priest of Dracea Umbra Vilda is this way, just this really, really bad and powerful faction.
Yeah.
that, if not stopped, will definitely take over that priesthood. It's a giant death cult. It's basically everyone should be a shadowy monster, and the light should be blotted out from the multiverse of life. You know, it's not.
All right. Barnabas tells everybody this in as calm a way as possible. Now, here's my suggestion. I know some of you are really you're gearing up already to go fight this evil church, which is fine. But let's wait till they're paying us, all right? That's all I'm asking. We hand him in when we're done all questioning, and we wait for the contract to come in. I'm glad we're all in agreement, thank you.
What evil church?
Do you see Umbra the dragon and elf shadow?
Hey, it's a church. And they're evil.
Yeah, right. Want to block out all light, sort of thing.
Well, that's not very good now, is it? How many of those bastards are there?
Oh, it's sort of. I mean, there's the whole church as a whole, and this is sort of a small Zealotous sect, you could say. That's most likely, if left unchecked, going to take over the rest of the church, at least here. We're actually the Imperium's actually at war with this bunch on many worlds. I believe they're called the Cult of the Reborn.
Should we send these ones to the Imperium then? Or we
Yeah. How else are we going to get a contract? Let's be honest. Yeah, the wars fought with these things are basically men fighting shadows. So it's pretty fucking bleak.
And shadows are the ghost things that we just fought?
Yeah, but like lots of them.
Well, fuck those things.
Yeah, fuck them indeed.
They reach right through my armor.
Yeah,
they're
do
quite
that.
dangerous, yes.
Yeah.
Is there a way to ward your life against death through your...
Death wards, get your death wards.
I mean, one that you can take.
Ooh. I'd say just throw a bunch of, lanterns around you, some torches. Make a lot of light. Natural or magical. Should keep them away. Or
Well,
reduce
that
their
helps with the
effectiveness.
shadowy illusions for
I think
sure,
he's
but you won't keep
are
the
you
shadows
worried
at bay.
Are you worried about... Those are wraiths. These are shadows.
Shadows, wraiths, specters, take your pick.
No, they're not the same thing at all.
Yeah, I know they're not the same thing, but you can expect them all, is what I'm saying.
But a daylight spell won't protect you from a shadow. It'll...
I know that. That's what I just said.
I'm fine
A
with
candle
getting paid.
definitely won't.
I'm fine with getting paid. Second.
Here we go. And Barnabas taps him on the back like, that's the spirit, buddy.
Are we getting paid?
Well, not yet, but we will be.
Your job is to figure out what those items are.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Okay.
First, let's find out what he knows and who he works for. Specifically, who tattooed him.
Alright. We will get him. You got one of them ropey dealies?
Yes, I'll create one. I think I'm going to prepare one every day now. Perhaps two. How many of us are here?
Should we be informing the Dverak? You should put your cloak on.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Should we be informing the owner of the establishment that we've had some damage?
I can wait till morning. Don't want to
Son
wake
of
the
a
poor guy.
Sonny is gonna just look outside to see if anybody's like calling the guard or if there's any like there's fireballs and shit.
No.
There is sunlight basically beaming out our windows at this point.
Yeah, you go outside and no, it's just a quiet street.
They're probably turn off the light spell, stupid wizard.
It's like noise comes from the inn and tavern again.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't look like there's much.
If nobody's freaking out, then
no.
we won't freak out.
Nope.
Now, after the battle, the damage is to a few beds, and there's a hole in one of the in some of the floorboards.
And the blood and the
the blood and the
bodies and
yeah.
It's not too bad. It's just how many dead guys do you find in here?
All right, are you casting a rope trick?
Yeah.
You have the spell prepared?
Yep.
Bloop.
Now, where do you want the spell?
Right, here's fine.
Right.
All right, so you stick a rope right there.
Yep, sounds good. Pop this guy in there.
I guess we could do it like this. There's a rope hanging from the ceiling,
There we go.
leading up.
Do you want
into
them
the
both
rope pit.
inside?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chucking them in.
Put them both in, yeah.
All right. Barnabus, I think, has the best sense motive, so I'll put him up there.
Branos is both intimidating and sense motive-y.
There we go.
Cog never gets tired. He's just got his eyes with.
Slake is yelling up at you that you're fucking cowards using magic like this, and then we'll go power down somewhere.
Amadeus wants to know if you need his services.
Dee Slate could use a new coat of paint. His happy face is getting a little worn down.
Where were you, Gordon? Lazy slug. Smack. Not hard, but a smack.
He just retracts into a slug-like form, and then slowly retracts and climbs up onto your back. Yeah, Amadeus stuck his head up and actually asked, "Do you need his services?"
I think it's all right. If either of them, twitch, I'll make sure they sleep for a little longer.
But if they're being obstinate, let me know. I'll loosen their tongues. He's actually got a pair of pliers in his hand.
Good to know. Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
If you dimensional anchored someone in rope trick, what happens?
I just
Sonny's having a thought. Then he's wondering if you dimensional anchored someone in a rope trick and then dismissed the rope trick. Then what happens?
You know those questions, if a tree falls and no one's around to hear it? That's the kind of shit you come up with with magic.
It's not going to be good. Like, the potential for not good is high.
You're now in the middle ground. Have fun.
You might get shunted. Like it might be bad.
Sonny is going to ask Aemon, whoa, what do you think would happen if someone was dimensionally anchored in a rope trick and then the rope trick was dispelled?
He might have an idea. Hang on.
Oh, he saw Barnabus consulting Aemon,
Oh, he's actually got a +6. Yeah. Well.
Yo,
Go on, tell him.
Well,
we covered some of this.
I don't think you can hear down out of rope tricks, so I think the conversation is just with these folks that I'm highlighing here.
No, we're gonna come with
give me a knowledge planes for Aemon.
Oh, for Aemon, he only has a +6.
That's not bad. It's better than Brenno's.
He got a 15.
In my experience, you don't mess around with the planes. You could get lost.
20?
The key part here is that you don't have to get lost. You can make someone else get lost. I wouldn't do it to myself.
There's a long, slow shrug and a bit of a smirk. Aemon's from hell, so
Sonny is very much a fan of non-lethal forms of neutralization.
well, you're not trying it out on me, says Agony.
Oh, the shadow guys. Maybe one of them better than.
So the question is, are you creating a plane, a small pocket, or are you just borrowing some from somewhere else? So what happens when that's destroyed? Do you destroy your access to it, or is it completely erased? Fuck if I know.
It should be the same dimensional space as a bag of holding. Maybe they count as some sort of filter or something.
I say we try it.
Did you know there's a monster who can steal from your bag of holding?
Terrible thing.
Doaki looks at you. No, there's not. He's now looking through his bag.
That's why.
Put on your robe, boy.
Oh, yeah. Turns into a halfling and smiles. He pets Mistra.
It's a good mistress.
All right, inside of the rope trick, you've got two of these dark creepers or dark stalkers that are not tied up. They're just lying there. All of their gear is outside the rope trick, and they both are in stable but very beat up condition.
Alright, are we tying them up or no?
Yeah, let's tie him up. We don't know him casting any spells that we have left.
Okay. Brennos will give it the old college the old college try. He's nowhere near an Amadeus.
I think
obviously.
the DC is your CMB plus 20.
It's my CMB plus 20.
Yeah.
I believe. So it would be 18, 38. Because I don't have other things that boost that. I could make it higher, but 38 seems pretty good.
38 should be good.
I mean, I could get really mad while tying. Anger time! Yeah, and I didn't cast any buffs that fight, because that fight was all, like, getting murdered!
Run!
All right, who are you waking up, and how?
Do we want to...
You gotta do it when they're asleep.
Which one first?
Oh, well, let's start with this one, the underling.
Good choice. Cog gonna squeeze in behind him. Just ready to bonk him over the heads.
Let's just see who I prayed to today to see if this is a cool thing to do. Give me 1 second before I use healing to talk to prisoner. Okay, we'll see how this goes. We will cast a cure light wounds.
Okay, on which one?
The Darkstalker Rogue 2.
Oh, wait, let me do this first. And Barnabas cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. And then cure light wounds out of combat, plus a little bit of time. Yeah, his eyes open. He looks around quickly at the strange white space that you're in, Is there any
Stay calm.
Is there any light that is up here?
I think it's just a place that's lit.
Okay. Immediately he starts swearing. You're pretty sure that it's like the equivalent of shit or fuck in his language, Barnabus.
Could be better.
You're in it now, aren't you?
Yeah, he you could say is what he thinks.
Mm-hmm.
He glances over at Modra. He's at first he didn't believe that was actually Modra.
Mm-hmm.
He's really worried now because if they could take Modra out, these light dwellers are gonna. These light dwellers are bad news.
Yes, the light dwellers are bad news. Now, do you? He's saying this in Shadow Tongue. Do you speak our common tongue?
A few words, he says.
Well enough. He taps Brenos on the back.
He's thinking, oh no, he's doing something to my mind.
Barnabas just tips his hat to him.
Why are you here?
Immediately there's this growing kind of frustration and almost rage, and he wants to blame Modra. It's all Modra's fault.
In Dwarven, Barnabas kind of whispers to you, play off his hatred of Modra. He's blaming Modra for his situation.
BRB.
What? Oh, he's got to pee.
Why'd you come to kill us?
Modra said you are his enemy. You're great Lightwalker slayers. I am defeated.
Aye. What's Modra to you?
Modra is boss.
He says some word in Shadow Tongue that kind of means
He's big chungus. Yeah.
no, there's more to it in Shadow Tongue, and in his mind it's like you get the sense that it's like you're indentured to your boss, kind of like a mafia or like a criminal underground. Like he's your boss and you never escape.
Oh,
Unless you become a boss yourself, but like that's
once you're in, you can't get out.
yeah.
And why is he coming after us?
I wants key. You have a key?
What's the key for?
He says in his mind, like, keys for the gate. I don't know if I should. These might be the same people that attacked the lair.
Maybe ask him where's the gate they came through.
How did you get to this plane with the gate closed?
He thinks I hate it here. I want to go back. Something about the Smuggler's Gate.
You don't seem to be paying attention. How did you get here?
Smuggler's Gate.
How long has it been since you've been back?
He's actually, this time in this place is weird to him.
30, 40 of your cursed days.
All right.
How many more of you are through the gate?
He's thinking not many left.
Barnabus is writing all this down too.
Yeah, okay. Not many left. He doesn't know how many people died, but if Modra, he's like doing some math. If Modra died and then his battle mate died, then there's just there might
What's
be...
the sparkle show? Sparkle show. Why do you go up and smoke?
Barnabas, he gets really angry at this question.
So we move on. That one's making him angry for some reason.
He thinks that dwarves are disgusting because they leave behind rotting material after they die.
Knowledge planes, is this a natural thing that happens to them?
This would be knowledge...
Dark folk?
Nature, I think.
Nature?
Yep.
I'll do the knowledge nature.
Did I just ask him why do you poo? Like it's the natural function of their physiology.
Plus 4. So take 10 and I'll get 49.
Yeah, this is a supernatural byproduct of their strange humanoid life developing on the shadow plane. It's almost like
Of course, that's what happens.
It's likely due to eons or centuries, millennia of exposure to shadow plane and breeding from some other race of creatures into dark folk.
Okay.
But yeah, they don't leave behind, in normal conditions, they leave behind bodily material.
Yeah, that's just something that actually just happens to their folk.
It's like borderline, like, you insulted not only his race but his religion, and he's thinking about how disgusting dwarves are. Like they bury their, to him, burying the dead into tombs where they rot and stink is like what makes dwarves gross.
And he thinks you're disgusting.
He turns his head away from Brenos's question.
He's also very frustrated that I'm reading his mind.
He shakes his head a little bit like that's gonna help.
Are you smuggling? You're one of the weapon smugglers. Who all did you give weapons?
Modra did the smuggling. We guard Modra.
And where did you guard them to?
All over. Modra.
Where all over?
We wait by the weapons. Modra can move over great distances.
Shadow bolts coming out of the woodworks.
And he's telling the truth, like he really doesn't know.
Yeah, he knows that Modra has great magic and doesn't need the gate. He needs the gate to bring things through.
Okay.
He needs some protein powder and a good workout regimen.
Modra doesn't look like he's very strong. It looks like he's more dexy.
He's a dex build.
Yeah, his strength is 14.
Yeah. That's actually pretty impressive for a rogue sorcerer type.
It's not. He had 180 hit points or some nonsense.
Yeah, I'm not saying there wasn't something else in there. I'm just saying.
He's juicing. I mean, aside from the goblins, what did you deal with anyone else?
Yes. Modra go against Sashan's word. Modra wants to be new captain.
Captains in his mind are held in high esteem. You think some sort of leader.
Okay.
Sashan, captain. Modra chiefs under Sashan's rule. Modra go against Sashan. He sell weapons. Good Umbra.
To him, just good Umbra means like something that comes from the Umbra Forge, the Shadow Plane, something that is good. You're pretty sure
like the way dwarves are proud of dwarven
yes,
crafts. Or,
yes,
yeah.
they might be very proud of their shadowy strength draining weapons.
Well, to be fair, they're very useful.
Geneva Convention. What is the equivalent to Geneva here?
Yeah, well, yeah.
The Great Planar No list.
So, where are the weapons you were guarding then?
Some gone to goblins, some gone to giants.
Yeah, but you've been here for a month, you said. So my guess is you brought a bunch in and you delivered them from here, there, everywhere.
Oh, I've been here for much longer. I have not been back to the to Umbra Forge in a month. Modra has been up to this for hundreds of your blasted days.
Fine. Is there a cache of weapons that have yet to be delivered? He's like staring at him like it'll get into his brain further.
We carry some.
He's like, shit, all my gear's gone.
No, you used to. Now that's ours.
He actually says maybe these aren't the guys who attacked the gate, because those guys were stupid and didn't look in the boxes.
You got a funny look on your face, Barnabus.
I'll tell you later.
He's trying to like he's like, I don't want to. Maybe I could use that as a bargaining. Don't think about it. And he's like, my toenails need clipping. I don't like these guys. I would stab him here.
So the boxes.
Yeah.
How many?
There are some weapons that we have. I trade for my life.
Yeah, no, it's all right. We already know what they are.
He's like, yeah, but the humans don't seem to be able to get by that stupid rock wall.
Yeah, we can get by the rock wall. I'm sorry, Brennos. You were taking the lead on this. Hit him once. Come on.
We put them back to sleep.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Who does Modra work for?
Huh?
Who does he work for?
Sarsen.
Oh no. Yeah, I know he's the captain and he wants his position. Correct? Yeah, of course it is. That's fine. No, the Umbra Vilda, the cleric, dragon and elf shadow.
He's like, yeah, Modra's in his mind this kind of equivalent world to fanatic.
Who does he report to? Or he's friends with? A name.
He's thinking. Many of his. That's why we fear. One of the reasons why we fear Modra.
Listen, you're not going to have to fear him much longer.
He actually. Shit, they might kill him.
Oh, don't worry. We won't kill him. Not till we get the tattoo removed. That would be awful, wouldn't it?
He's like, is that possible? He's actually like, he doesn't think that's possible.
Of course it is.
And he's kind of wiggling away from Modra now. Like, if you let him, he's wiggling 5 feet away from Modra.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to be away from Modra. There is a stark, cold fear coming from his mind.
So,
But he doesn't seem to know who this person is.
No,
Perhaps?
no. This line of questioning, you're just getting he's not mad enough to join that cult. Like
Okay.
I wouldn't have joined that cult. They want your soul.
Right. I think we're about done. He seems to be a common criminal, sort of like the syndicate in Foundry. It's just Modra here is part of this crazy cult. He's fucking scared shitless.
He says Cult of Reborn, which confirms your suspicion.
I'm gonna kick him in the head for non-lethal. Just
Oh fuck!
who's deadly now? And I think we're gonna chuck him out. Chuck him out the trick.
Okay. With any instructions or?
We'll poke his head out. That one goes to the guards.
Okay. Aemon will stand watch over him.
All right, and we'll try to get in Modra's head
All right,
while
so
we wake him up.
Aemon pops up and just has a look, like just make sure that Barnabas is okay.
Oh, we're good, thank you.
Drops back down.
So what's it like being born in hell? I mean, what's it like being born? Specifically in hell, but being born itself also would be interesting to talk about.
He's just looking at you like, you want to know about my childhood?
Yes, actually. I don't have a childhood for frame of reference.
The lessons were hard.
Must be difficult when you're young and stupid, unlearned. Very moldable, I guess.
I was trained to be a soldier, but I managed to prove myself so that I ended up in the god of the... Is it the Seneschal of Hell?
Cardinal?
Aemon. Where's Aemon?
I suppose it's very competitive there.
The Chancellor of Hell and Keeper of Records. I am a member of a warrior race, born and bred for battle and for guarding, called the Avernadons. We are bred for the service of greater devils. Barnabus co-opted a strange ritual at the endless pit beneath his tower. And I am bound to him by an agreement he made with my master, Aldramech, Chancellor of Hell. Barnabus does not know it. But there must have been a condition for this deal.
One should be careful with deals.
Indeed.
It's interesting. You have such a dour upbringing, but in some ways you could be considered more human than me.
How so?
I sprung up from the dirt under a tree. And I knew things, and could do stuff.
Barnabas is going to have to get Aemon to sign an NDA now because he keeps...
No,
I private shit.
Sonny's got a good diplomacy, and Sonny for a while has been trying to make friends with Aemon. So
I'm fine with it. I'm fine. I really am.
You can see that
Mysteries.
there's a question on Aemon's tongue, but apparently he's said too much, and he could feel the scornful gaze of Barnabus. He's not there. Yeah.
I like mysteries. I'm eager to see how this one turns out. Mystery of the contract.
That purple gem won't save him. He just crosses his arms, turns away.
It's also interesting when gods fight.
There's a smirk from Aemon. He doesn't disagree.
Sonny doesn't really care which of the gods gets Barnabus. Like, okay.
Modra, Barnabus, Brennos, and Cog. What are you guys doing to Modra?
Invading his mind.
Does he have any way to harm himself?
I think you still have to get through his SR, because for some reason he has SR.
Okay, I will make that roll then.
Give me a second. Lend judgment. I think I can judge him harshly. Although I don't know if this is...
Spell resistance, no. Never mind. Apparently detect thoughts. It's like, it's just...
it's just your brainwaves. Your brainwaves are, encrypted.
You don't need to protect those. Those are...
yeah, this isn't combat. So if we got all feisty, then I could give you some spell.
Okay.
Okay, so you spend 3 rounds invading his mind. He's just unconscious. You're not picking up much. Like, he's drifting.
No. All right, I'm ready.
Okay, well, try to wake him up.
I mean, is he dreaming about himself being in that park or something?
No,
garden.
He's unconscious, not by his body's own will. Like he's just drifting.
So do I have to crack a SR to heal him?
Yep.
To do what? Sorry.
To heal him.
Heal him.
Yep.
Okay.
Hang on.
Because I think you have to willingly drop your SR.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec. I might be able to help with that.
30.
30. Yeah, you heal him.
That does it.
Yeah. You get through. You're not even aware of the SSR, but yeah, you heal him a bit. Oh, Barnabus, his mind bursts forward, and it might be because he got his head hit hard, or it just might be the way he thinks. There is a flurry of random thoughts that enter his mind. And a lot of them are twisted and cruel.
Okay.
He's cursing to himself. How many, like, he's immediately blaming his underlings, and he's wondering how many family members he has to turn into shadows before they start succeeding.
Cog should be like grappling him just in case he needs a shake if he's got a verbal spell to go off.
What the fuck is this?
Berto's
Yeah.
just gonna have him by the make certain he doesn't like bite his tongue off or something, like sort of
Yeah, like
holding his face. Yeah, doing that. Yeah. Give him
Cog will
a
put his finger in there.
Morning, sunshine. Because that'll be a name they like.
Sunshine. Yeah, yes, you dirty light worshipping worms. Afraid of a little darkness.
I don't think he knows how an interrogation goes from his head. Smart lad.
Where am I? Where am I? There's a hole over there. Some sort of magical construct. Of course it would light in here. It's too bright.
Poke him in the eye. He's not focusing.
Cogs, like what's it called? Like a little spear pops up.
Yep.
Yes, by all means. Stick the dwarf in the eye with that.
Like, this is all his thoughts. Like, his thoughts are...
Oh, okay. Yeah, we want to get this done because I don't want to be in there much longer.
Yes, go on. Kill me and see what happens.
Yeah, we
I'm not
don't
gonna
want you
kill
to.
with your stupid tattoo.
Oh, no, he didn't... sorry, he didn't say that loud. He's thinking,
Go on.
Sorry.
Kill me and see what happens.
Yeah,
Try
no.
to get us to kill him.
I will
that-
haunt you into the end of your days.
Yeah, we're done killing shadows for the day, so that's not going to happen.
Oh, what nice shadowlings they will be. They will be my spawn. The beginning of the true invasion of this world.
So you are a member of a crime syndicate across the plane. Sorcerer is your captain. He's going to be very upset about what you are doing and trying to usurp his position, I would imagine.
Sarshin, always Sarshin. You think he's a war captain? He doesn't war anything. He prepares and prepares and prepares and prepares. What's the point of preparing if you don't actually fight?
No, it's not my problem. Yeah, he doesn't like exhaustion at all.
What's he say? Wait a minute. The fuck are you doing in my head? Don't think I haven't encountered a thought stealer before, a brainworm or two, a mind flayer.
He's projecting his thoughts immediately to you. You know that he's addressing you in his head.
Yeah, he knows I'm in there, so we can just start asking him questions.
Fuck you. Oh, the delights. Who are you? Oh, you're the Barnabus. Yes. Of your little Imperial College. How quaint. I know who you are. But do you know who I am?
Yeah, you're Modra. You're a member of a small-time crime syndicate in the Shadow Plane. Well, you're small-time.
Small time. The Guild of the Obsidian Arrow is not small.
You are, though. Not even a captain.
We're so
An underling.
small that we even do jobs occasionally for the Imperium.
I'm sure you do. Fuck, I do them too. What do you think you're fucking special? You know.
Oh, I'm very special. I am chosen.
Oh, right. By Jasila Umbra Dragon and Elf Shadow, member of the Cult of the Reborn. Congratulations.
I am reborn, or shall be born. No, don't tell him. Don't tell him what happens when I die.
We know what happens when you die. We examined your tattoo, you fucking idiot.
Oh, the great blasphemies. I wonder how many children he has.
Barnabus has none now. If he's reading his mind back.
No, he's not. He's just...
Okay.
We'll turn them into little shadows. Oh, that will be delightful.
Is he quiet?
You might as well just start asking the questions. You'll probably get better answers than I will.
Oi! I'm gonna grab him by the nose. That big old hole. Who are you selling weapons to?
All the enemies of the Imperium.
is what he's thinking. He's just laughing at you. And then trying to sneeze you out of his nose.
Yeah, he's being very difficult. He's deliberately thinking just all the enemies of the Imperium.
I am going to rage and into it. Tell me what you know.
Alright.
And Barnabus will auto aid.
Tell me what you know.
Cog,
Shake
you
him.
were flicking daggers out, so you need to aid as well.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
Worst case scenario, you undo Barnabas's aid.
This is a
Intimidate.
Intimidate.
ooh, right on.
So
It's okay.
D20 plus charisma? Is that what?
D20
what it
minus
is.
charisma.
Does Cog have a negative charisma?
Comic
Yeah.
character.
Hey!
Hey!
He did it.
Hey.
Tell me what you know. 54.
There we go.
All right, angry little dwarf.
Who are you selling weapons now? Stop laughing!
he just seems to have this.
I think he's a fucking joker.
Oh,
Easy,
look at him.
Joker.
Yeah, chaotic evil shadow monster. Yes.
He's the Joker, yeah.
I've already used the phrase. Some people just want to see the world burn. So if anything, it's my fault.
All right. Enough of the.
He doesn't like being manhandled like this.
Put me down and I'll talk.
But in his mind, he says, "But if they wander too close."
Ask him too close to what?
Too close to what? What we want? What we close to? I'll let go of his nose.
Yeah, he's. They're not gonna like it,
So Cog's standing behind him's like, where's the money?
but it probably means I'm gonna die. He's thinking. He's like, I got stuff to do though, and yeah.
What do you want to know, dwarf?
Who all did you sell weapons to? Giants, goblins. Who else?
Giants.
Yes, he's like Runakar clan. They were assholes.
Barnabas is writing down Runakar clan. Assholes.
General Tusk was the big boss, and a bunch of underlings that General Tusk told them about. He's saying.
Is this what he's saying or what he's thinking?
No, what he's thinking.
Goblins. All those goblins that attacked the town didn't quite arrive here because certain heroics.
He's looking at you.
So the Runakar, General Tusk, and a bunch of his underlings.
Alright. Who else?
He's like,
I'm gonna feed you your hat after I shit in it.
It's very rude. Barnabas hides his hat.
What do you say?
Yeah, he said he's going to shit in my hat and then feed it to me.
he said there are others that are interested as well. He says the knolls up north is something that he.
The gnolls up north are also interested.
Cog's still miming. Where's the money?
He said desperate refugees, stupid gnolls, let their god die.
Apparently they go die. City refugees.
And then when you repeat that, he understands what you're saying out loud. You get little flashes of, yep, lots of gnolls coming by way of Shadowplane to wander into this world.
Coming in by way of Shadowplane. People are going to want to know where it is.
He grins. He's saying this out loud.
Not all things are bad. We're just helping a poor lost people find some nice grasslands to run around in. All they want to do is hunt.
Right, easy. We're not judging. but not really.
He's pretty sure that he likes this clan of gnolls because of it's truly the most nefarious assholes of that bunch that are ruling over them, and he's pretty sure that fleeing priests of their dead god came by way of the
Chaotic
Shadowfell.
evil demon worshipping gnolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll put that in the report.
Screw you. Gotcha.
So that piece of information does, in a meta point of view, kind of stack the two campaigns between
Yep.
Legends and this. Like, this
Yeah,
is after Legends.
This is after Legends.
Long enough that gnolls, like they're leaving.
Things have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Who's your contact on the other side of the gate?
What do you mean?
Who'd you get the weapons from? Your captain don't like it.
He's like, Sarshan. Yeah, he doesn't like being stolen from. Like, this is what he's...
He steals the weapons from Solshan.
Wonder what Sarshan would do with them if we brought them as a gift.
Shit, probably not something nearly as bad as what the Cult of the Reborn will do to him once we get all the information from him.
He doesn't like this idea. He's like, no, I don't plan on being in one of Sarshan's dungeons.
No, but you will.
For some reason, he's like, give me one moment. His tattoo will not save him from negative energy damage.
Okay.
It'll be a bad way to go. He's like,
Yeah. All right.
not like these idiots. Oh, if they kill him. If they kill me.
That we will. Okay. So who gave you the tattoos?
He thinks one of hers.
Yeah, we're looking for a name.
Who's your cult priest?
He's trying to struggle against this, but he doesn't have a name. He has a family name.
That'll do.
He says Veres in his mind, and he says almost like he was afraid, but afraid made him kind of excited. That he's pretty sure that the creature he saw was not its true form.
Oh. Now Barnabus wants to know what it is. I would like you to remember that creature.
I told you. They cloak their ways, but this was a priest of great power.
He's saying that out loud.
Okay.
Greater than you, dwarf.
He recognizes some of the symbols that
Yeah.
stupid dwarven gods will be turned into shadows when the time comes.
We can.
Like, he actually believes your gods will end up being shadow spawn of his god.
Who else?
Your god.
Was it the Cult of the Reborn that wanted you to send weapons over to this side?
Oh, fuck. I guess today's the day.
Oh shit.
Dracia Umbravilda. Dracia Umbravilda.
I hit him in the head. I knocked him the fuck out.
Alright, let's see if he can say the last Dracia Umbra
I
Vilda.
knock him the fuck out.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll initiative.
Knock him out. Punch you.
Alright, Modra's initiative is +6. Brenos, you're +10.
Yep.
Cog, you're
What's your initiative?
+7.
Checking.
And Barnabus
Plus-
+4. Okay.
I want to find a shadow in a tiny room.
No one does. No one does.
+7 for Cog.
Oh no. Okay. This is craptacular.
He starts saying words. I got.
Wait, what did you say that triggered him to do this?
We asked him about the Cult of the Reborn.
Was it them who wanted him to send weapons over here?
We started asking him cult stuff. And then he was like, well, I guess I'm going to suicide.
Today's the day. All right.
He starts like,
Oh, it's Brenos, Cog, Modra, Barnabas. Alright, so he's got an AC. Like he's tied up and on his side.
all right,
So
well,
he's
I'm
worming
gonna
around.
I'm going to punch him twice for non-lethal.
Okay,
Because
give me
I
your
get two actions.
Give me your attack rolls.
Alright, so. Give me a second. Brenos.
Pretty sure it's don't roll 1, but
Yeah, I'm pretty much mobilized. So I don't roll a 1. Roll a 2.
that's still it.
21. So does like AC 14 hit him?
Yep.
Okay. So he 2d3 plus 12 plus 14. Ooh, 29 non-lethal.
How much healing did you give him? When you woke him up?
26 or 13
13?
lethal, 13 non-lethal.
Okay. 19. And then you gave him 29 non-lethal. Yeah, you punch him twice in his nose before he can say the name. You notice that there was like shadow leaking out of his mouth by the time he said the second Dracia Umbravilda, and the shadow is leaking from the tattoo that you guys noticed but never really poked at the roof of his mouth. He falls unconscious, and there's still shadow kind of leaking from his mouth like a fog machine.
That went well.
He's got a big welt over his eye where you clocked him a couple of times.
Alright, do we want to bring up the old man?
Okay.
I heard Mark make ooh ooh ooh
Yeah,
ooh,
yeah.
ooh sounds in the lag, and then okay.
Yeah, I'm back. Was there any like? I'm assuming it was a suicide thing. Sense motive, was it a suicide thing?
You were in his mind. He knew that it was going to be bad, and he thought that this would lead to his death. That was the part where it's confusing you a bit. It might lead to his death. I don't know. You might have to look at the tattoo that's in his mouth.
Yeah, we're gonna look at the tattoo. I think it summons a shadow or something.
Okay, so you tilt his head back, and you're looking in, and
$52.
This is a contingent insanity spell.
Oh, fucking hell.
And the 3 words, the words to do it was, he has to say Dracia Umbra Vilda 3 times.
Yeah, so that was, that's an insanity spell in his head. Yeah, that could have gone very badly.
It only infects him.
Only infects him?
Yeah.
He turns himself insane. I don't know nothing. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo.
Alright, well. We have got to... I guess we can do this again with him gagged.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to say the word out loud.
Alright, let's get him gagged.
Deity.
Give him a little bit of healing.
What god did you pray to this morning, Brennos?
See, this is the thing. I don't know. Like, I don't think I'm healing. I prayed to Clangadin.
Barnabus can heal if that's the case.
So the whole, like, we talked to you and we're bringing you to the law. Yeah. See, we're taking the other guy to the law. We talked about him, we talked to him, and we're taking him to the law. That's all good. This one, I think one wake him up is, like, all that is appropriate in Brennos' mind. You want to use your magic to do it is fine.
Barnabas will heal him.
Okay.
Awful good god of war and valor.
He gets 6 hit points. Is that enough to... I think...
I don't know. I hit him pretty good.
He's at 199. Yeah, he's barely awake.
You were saying...
Oh, fuck. Wait a minute.
That's okay. We can talk like this. So I can hear you.
It's just a litany of swears.
Yeah, those aren't the answers I'm looking for. No. What was I asking? Oh, yeah. The Court of the Reborn, were they the ones that wanted you to sell guns on our side of the Vale?
Fine, Barnabas. This will only put a target on your back. Yes. It was they. I have come here to wreak havoc upon this world. What better place than a stupid backwater filled with dwarves and elves and their human rulers? We do this and we'll throw off the shackles that you've placed upon the Umbra Forge. And then maybe
you know, most, even the end of the dark folk, you think you're fucking nuts, right?
Oh, don't worry. The Durgar and the Darrow that you've so nicely chased into our town long ago, they could set themselves up as rulers of all the ruins that we create. I don't care. I am here to sow chaos. I am here to destroy, to pluck the flowers of life that are here. And little Barnabas, I am only the tip of the spear.
I believe you, but you do tend to ramble. So I want you, as I go forward, and he's speaking in shadow tongue, to think of everything that you have 2 of, and imagine what the rest of your short, miserable little life will be like with only 1 of them.
This body is only a shell, and I will be reborn. It is not the way I imagined it. It is not the way I wanted it, but life is full of cruel pleasures, isn't it?
We can keep you alive for a very long time.
And in the end, this poor shell will die.
He seems agitated.
Yeah, and then we kill whatever comes out of you. We don't care.
Oh, I've been blessed by High Priest. I've been blessed and promised a great position. A leader of shadows.
Even after you just betrayed the cult?
Oh, what are you going to do about it, Barnabus? You humans are afraid of the dark. We live in it.
They're not so fond of the light, last I checked. So, you know, even Stevens says RCC.
This world half the time is in darkness. Oh, and the things you can get done half the time. Especially when all of you insist on sleeping when it's dark.
Yeah, right. So, name some of your cult members, please.
I have underlings.
Name them. Members of the cult, let's go.
Cult?
The cult of the reborn. Let's go. Haven't got all day.
He names a few that he's converted.
Okay, Barnabus is writing the names down.
All right. He starts laughing. He's like, "It's not how it works. I am but a cell leader, and there are many cells. And we don't know who we are. But we rest easy at night and during the day, for we are legion."
Okay, now, one, it sounds very indoctrinating. But is he telling the truth? Like,
Yep.
all right.
He giggles at one name,
Okay.
and he's like, "You already got her, but I think her shadow's still alive.
Oh, yeah.
You were the assholes that attacked the basement at the Happy Beggar."
Yeah. Yeah.
Idiots.
You calling an idiot, dum-dum.
Barnabas punches him in the mouth.
Yeah.
Barnabas
I
doesn't
think
hit harder.
Barnabas is a weakling. He's got
Yeah.
like 1 hit point right now.
All right. No, he doesn't really have anyone he can name.
He's like, have fun finding which member of Clan Zres there is.
Clan Zres?
Yep. Vres, the same
Oh,
name.
Vres.
Yeah,
Okay.
Vres. That'll be funny when you find yourself in a room with half a dozen shadow dragons.
Well, maybe that's just something for another adventuring party to deal with. At the very worst, they all die, and our contract price goes up exponentially.
Yeah, go digging around dragon business, he says.
Yeah, we go dragging around dragon business all the fucking time. Don't know if you noticed, we got one. So.
You might get lucky. Not all of them are part of the cult. I wouldn't want to play that. I wouldn't want to play those odds, though.
Okay.
They've got some good things. They probably have my things. That might be a nice offering to the dragons. Yeah, I could spin it that way.
Okay.
Of course, if I ever escape, or if someone comes looking and notices that I'm not showing enough chaos. It would only be a matter of time.
Only a matter of time, Barnabas. Only a matter of time. That's the thing with death. It is eternal, and it is patient.
Well, it's actually not eternal, necessarily.
How long does your detect magic or detect thoughts last?
I will look that up now.
Minute per level. Yeah, it is more than 10 minutes.
All right,
it's
so
not
you
done. Yeah.
recast it.
You have to crack a SR, or you don't have to crack a SR. There's a save. 'cause
There's
he's
a
awake.
will save now. Yeah.
Recast it once we had to knock him out, I guess.
You could knock them out and recast it and then get back
Yeah.
in there. All right, so subtract, I don't know, 1d3 minus 1 healing spells, minimum 1. 2 cure light wounds and a punch from Brenos.
Punch free.
Yep.
I'm not going to offend my god by kicking this man.
Okay.
We've been role playing for like
Yeah.
an hour, so that it's probably you've probably gotten this far on 2 castings.
All right. I'm running out. Got any other questions for him?
Not really.
All right. All right.
Fuck you.
Darkness is coming for you. Enjoy.
Kill me! Kill me, you fuck! Kill me! Take this
No.
dirty sock out of my mouth!
We're going to buck him one, and then we'll call up Sunny.
Okay.
Ooh. This one's dangerous, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but I believe Mr. Amadeus has some dimensional shackles. We could use to transport him to Imperial authorities. Are going to want to talk to him, and then we'll get our contract.
Oh. See, he called us a bunch of foxes. He's got a big nose. They make a good fox.
Yeah, I suppose he's not as dangerous that way. Fine, do what you like.
So he's pulling out his staff.
But we keep the fox in the bag. He is resistant to magic, though.
Just curiosity,
Shake
can
the
we use
staff, I've got some tries.
can we use regular heal on these guys? Not like
Yeah.
like the heal skill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so he's unconscious, and you're going to cast a baleful polymorph on him.
Yeah. Because
He's not going to get the will save component. Oh no.
no. So he's just going to think he's a little. So I was actually looking for like what is the full, like easiest to track. I was like, can I turn him into a geoduck or a gooey duck? And it's like, no, that counts as a vermin. Damn it, because
A turtle?
I can turn him into a turtle. He did call us a fox, but I think we might turn him into a turtle just so he doesn't move as fast.
Pretty easy to catch if he gets away.
A turtle? Okay.
Yeah,
I was
turtle.
creating it.
I apologize, but it's you should probably turn him into something that doesn't move as quickly. So all the other ones were like, yeah, just let them go out into the whatever. The thing is, if this one escapes, then it like turns into a horrible shadow.
Yeah, you can't risk
Like
this
some
one.
poor hunter finally manages to kill it.
The
Some horrible
legendary
7-year-old.
Okay.
I have 5 potential castings of the spell. I'd like to just spend a point and say I use 3 castings and just have
Sure.
it go if that's right.
Yeah,
and then
he's a
yeah.
turtle. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just
and then
creating it.
I can charge the staff over the next little bit.
Modra Turtle.
It's the Murtle. His turtle's fucking nuts. Here we go.
Now, do we want to bring the prisoners, I suppose, to Lord Dverak, or in this case, maybe even the church? The five-faced god might be the most appropriate authorities.
Look at him. Oh, he's look at him.
Just to be clear, Sonny, you can't keep him.
It's quite right. He's got quite a collection now, don't you?
I remember where they are.
All right.
I will pick them up when the time is right.
Well, we are in a dwarven city. Let's go to our dwarven lord. How about that?
Sonny's menagerie. Just a bunch of scary wizards and sorcerers and enemies.
There's just a big sign. No anti-magic field allowed. No emperors.
All right. We will
No beholders.
bind the remaining prisoner, and we will take them to Lord Dverak.
Somebody picks up the turtle.
Okay, are you going to try to summon Lord Dverak to come here, or are you going to drag these?
Middle of the night? No, we're not going to pull that today.
Okay. So the next day, you are trying to get Lord Dverak's attention.
Hey, it was a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, the staff of the inn kind of go slowly about cleaning everything up. They don't ask too many questions.
There's no bodies.
Yeah.
It's just
There's a couple crushed beds.
and some blood.
Yeah.
There's murmuring. They may not be happy about the destruction, but apparently they're paid enough that they're not bothering you. It's easy to keep the door closed and to keep your prisoner from being seen. I don't know. Cog goes running to the halls where Lord Dverak does his business, and this attack probably gets his attention, and Lord Dverak does arrive later this day, along with one of his cohorts.
Oh, by the way, Sonny, can you please remove the stone you putting away for the secret found the guy?
Why?
Because there are shadow weapons there we have to collect.
It's very dangerous, shadow weapons. We should use spells to just bypass the stone.
Yes! Something like what I was thinking of doing.
No. We should leave the stone where it is and then go through the wall.
Whatever, I just want the fucking weapons.
All right. It's too dangerous to just, Although it's ours now, so I suppose we can take it right now if we want.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want. Truly, we can.
Fool's gold and pig iron. What happened here?
This turtle tried to assassinate us.
Okay, so Barnabus, you go out into the tap room to go see Lord Dverak. Yeah. There are some that are, I think, that night up in rooms, and I'm not sure if everyone is partaking in this combo.
I think Brenos had some strength damage left over, so he's going to sleep.
How much damage do you have left over?
This is the next day. It's like noon the next day.
Yeah.
Okay, you can just sleep it off.
Dwaki's discovering how much food he can eat.
Put on your pants, Dorky.
Look who's talking.
So I resemble that remark.
So,
Feeding Modra the Turtle. Here we go.
Turtles running around on the bar.
quick question. Thogrim has a ring of sustenance, so he only sleeps 2 hours a day. Can he spend some time out of the day and craft golem?
You could start that. So we're in adventure time right now. So you guys were attacked in the middle of the night and then rested a bit. So you can, by this point in time, you can get 8 hours of crafting done.
Cool. And in order to do this, I can't be doing this on the road, right? It's got to be. I need my lab or whatever.
Yeah, you're basically in the area that Slake's turned
shop.
into a makeshift shop.
Yeah.
Also, the Iron Golem is like 10,000 pounds, so...
Can't take him around this. I know.
Slake is just sort of leaning up against the wall and is sleeping. Like he's just inert for a good period of time.
Sonny puts a pillow between his head and the wall and tries to jab him.
Yeah. You end up stuffing a pillow in. You're like, oh, good enough.
Pillow and throw like a blanket over, drape a sheet on him.
Is everyone of your party all right?
Oh yeah, it was shadows we were attacked by, but yeah, we all survived.
Nothing hood but beds and pride.
Yeah.
And underpants, I suppose.
We have something important to discuss.
Oh yeah, it's remember we were telling you about
He puts up his finger. He then whistles. Apparently, that's how you get all the servants' attention. They all look. Everyone out for now. Don't come back. Don't come back for an hour.
That's all you've got to do.
And they all start collecting themselves. They bow to him as they leave, and they start shuffling out of the inn or shuffling out of the tavern.
You might also have to pay them.
Probably.
Cog walks behind the bar and starts serving drinks.
There we go. There we go.
A spot of whiskey for me. Reach to the top shelf there.
Right on. Good taste.
Platinum. A different tea for me if you have it.
Well, I'm gonna craft some stuff to help him make drinks. Like a twisting arm, like.
Shake her arm.
Shaker arm. My swizzle stick.
Monk by day, bartender by night.
A maraschino
All
cherry
alchemist.
dispenser.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Rounds out a character.
I don't think we're leaving this guy by himself. Someone's watching him, I think.
Yeah.
He's just
Just drag him.
Amadeus is watching him.
Yeah.
What has transpired?
Well,
Tell us your tale, make it silver or better.
yeah, all right. So we come home, Lord Day, of preparing for our upcoming adventures, and as we're settling in for a nice, quiet night's sleep, these fucking shadows come up from under the bed and try to squeeze our hearts until we die. Fortunately, we are not that easily caught off guard. We managed to fight them off. They were led by, do you remember Modra?
Yes, we've heard that name before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Defrin
Well,
just nods.
Sonny, can you pass me Modra Turtle?
This way.
Motral.
There we go. There's a good Modra. There's a good Modra. So this is Modra now.
Defrin points his hand down at Modra, and he pulls it back.
Blood comes
He's
out
that
of
evil.
No, Clay goes, it is the fiend Modra.
Yeah. Now, what is important to remember is he has, or had when he was in his normal dark folk form, a tattoo that if he should die would turn him into a terrible sort of undead.
That should still function.
Yes, still function. He's also got a contingency spells, which will not function as he can no longer speak. Where if he says the name, You see that Umbra Forge 3 times.
1, 2, 3,
turns-
4, 5, 6, 7.
Anyway, yeah, it would turn him insane.
Cog says, "You good catch."
He's a cranky little bastard, isn't he? Lord Dverak's like tapping him in the nose and trying to bite his finger. He just turns the turtle around and sits back down. Different. You sure all the shadows are slain?